You guys ready? Good morning, everybody. It's so good to, yeah, the refrigerator is totally bare. It's almost empty. So I have this amazing grocery haul with it all. Good morning, everybody. And welcome to Tuesday's grocery haul. I'm Stefanie Ignoffo, lifestyle medicine coach, plant-based nutrition expert, and founder of Plantspiration, where people are preventing and reversing disease, losing weight, and feeling great, learning these healthy habits that last a lifetime. And you know why? Their gut biome is filled up with magical stuff. Before I get started on this, I want to ask you guys on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is you're slaying it with me. Let me know where you're at, because you're going to get really fired up today with what's going on. You know, whole food, plant-based, this stuff saved my life, you guys. Talk about destroying the gut biome right here. Nobody was talking about the gut biome, which is actually the brain, the center of your body. And if we aren't fueling it properly, look at this, drinking, smoking, destroying the gut biome, which it starts off like the rainforest when you're born, the gut biome. It starts off like a rainforest. But the standard American diet turns it into a desert, for goodness sakes. It takes it out. It kills it. And we're going to learn how to get it back. It's how I got my gut health back, lost 100 pounds. My family lost 250 pounds, and why I started this whole thing teaching people how to eat their plants off. Are you guys ready? And don't forget, we're going to guess the grocery haul too. And every week, the ladies at the store say, I cannot believe how much food you got for that much. So are you guys ready? My landing strip is packed up right now. You're on a 12 for crushing it. Okay, let's go. The first thing we're going to talk about is how do we feed our good gut bugs that are living in there all day long. I mean, we're going to feed it with fiber, you guys. Fiber is the real MVP. And you know this bad boy right here, detox diversity when you're eating fibers like this. Broccoli. We're going to steam it up. We're going to cut it up. We can crush it up. You guys could crush up broccoli, for goodness sakes, and you can put it on a sandwich for all I care. I also brought in this big bad boy watermelon. We've got lots of hydration there. We're just going to cut it up, eat it up. I like to put a little bit of lime on there, sometimes lemon. And I also brought home a pineapple because, for goodness sakes, fruit is amazing, okay? The variety of fibers right here alone is exactly what I'm talking about. The real MVPs are grapes, because they're nature's candy. We don't need to be buying any processed foods when we're bringing home stuff like these, okay? The real MVPs. What else do we got? Oh, look at this. You little suckers trying to escape. You're not going to get out of here. I'm going to eat my plants off with this stuff. I hope that you guys are paying attention, because what you bring home from the grocery store is ultimately how to feel your best. So I'm bringing home stuff like this. More vegetables, more variety that feed the good gut bacteria in your body, okay? So we want this kind of stuff coming home. We also want broccoli. I mean, if I would have been a cheerleader, these would have been my pom-poms. You know what I mean? That's how we're doing it. We're gonna steam up those broccolis, and we're gonna be eating them with potatoes or next to pasta. Speaking of pasta, I'm gonna make something really cool in this week's class. I talked about a guilt-free BLT, evidence-based stuff to heal your gut biome, lose weight, feel great. To everybody out there in YouTube, why don't you get in Plantspiration and see why everybody's crushing it. These Wednesday night classes are the bomb, the Eat Your Plants Off classes. And we're talking about microbiome magic in Wednesday night's class with guilt-free BLT that I'm going to turn into a pasta salad. I'm also going to be making some salted caramel ice cream. John and I are going to be making salted caramel ice cream, Spinach-artichoke, skillet. We're going to teach you how to feed that gut biome and feel like $1,000,000. I did buy some pecans. I might be putting it in something. I'll talk about that on Wednesday night. Notice how small this is. Low fat, high fiber. That's how you crush it. More fiber. Your body loves this stuff, okay? We're going to put those in a juice. We're going to cut those up. We're going to shred those up. We love eating these big, giant, shredded bowls, okay? We've also got this favorite bread over here. We're going to get that over there. And what else do we love? Apples. Especially apples. They have pectin power, you guys. This is the stuff that feeds your gut biome. The skin is this is the skin on here is what your body loves, okay? You know what else your body loves? Potatoes, okay? When these babies are cooked and cool, they really love to feed that good gut bacteria. And you can eat your plants off with this stuff. It's low fat, it's high fiber. This is why people are feeling so good. When you make that gut right there, down there, like a rainforest, that's what makes people happy. That's what makes people less depressed. depressed. That's what makes people feel great. That's what makes people lose weight with foods like this. It's called fiber, you guys, and it feeds the good gut bacteria. You know what feeds the bad bacteria in your gut? Come on, you guys know what I'm going to say. It's going to be eating animals. We weren't meant to do that, or else our gut would be flourishing and nobody would be sick and we wouldn't have an obesity epidemic. Heart disease is the leading killer, and all we need is fiber. Fiber, okay, from apples too. You could eat all you want of these, okay? And if your doctor's telling you that you could eat too much fruit, get a new doctor. Okay, we can't be talking. We got to get that stuff straightened out, okay? We have to get it straightened out. Right here, we're going to be making spinach-artichoke skillet. Why make a dip when we can kill it with a skillet? I just made that up. That's because all the plants in my gut are feeding the brain, you guys. That's how it's doing it. Cruciferous vegetables. I mean, we could literally bench these babies. We could do arm curls. I'm going to literally shred this up to get shredded. You could eat all you want of this. We love them on tacos. We love this shredded up on burgers. We love this shredded up on potatoes. You guys, we're eating our plants off. It's how I've lost 100 pounds and kept it off all these years later, and how I'm still eating and eating and eating, feeding my good gut biome. We want to feed that good gut bacteria, and it's with stuff like that. And you can eat all you want of it. You can put it on a piece of toast. You could put it in a soup. You could put it in a salad. But most of all, you guys, get the fiber in and feed that gut. Those gut bugs, they're in there. They're in there. We don't want to kill them off, okay? We want to feed them. And all these fibers and all these plants, that's what makes everybody feel so good when they say, oh my gosh, Stefanie, day one, I have so much energy. Eating tomatoes with lycopenes, that kind of stuff, you guys, this fiber, when it gets in there, it's like, ah, your body loves it, okay? Why wouldn't we give our body stuff it loves? I didn't realize how much my body loved kale. Do you have any idea how much your body loves kale? This stuff has protein. This has vitamins, minerals. It has more calcium than milk. Yeah, you can do that. And we're going to show people how we eat our plants off with this. I've got 5 kales in there. I'm not messing around, okay? Somebody at the store said, I don't know, I don't like kale. I said the same thing. It was just what we put in. It's what Pizza Hut used to put on a decoration for everything. That's how I associated kale. Like, we weren't allowed to eat it. But this stuff right here, I could turn it into a strawberry shortcake. You guys don't know what you're missing. The number one reason why people don't get this down is because they don't know how. And that's why we started Plantspiration, and we've got nutrition education classes every Wednesday night that come with the membership. So for all you lucky folks that are already Plantspiration members, no wonder you're down 1,883 pounds this year. Hello, somebody's out there feeding their good gut bacteria with this stuff right here, because this is the real MVP. All right, berries, antioxidants, polyphenols. This is what your body is looking for, premium fuel. So get it in. Real MVP. We eat so much of this stuff. We've got soy milk because we all know that dairy milk it's a carcinogen, you guys. It causes heart disease. It clogs up your arteries. When you can just have the same flavors with soy milk that actually fights disease, and it gives you good stuff for your gut. I mean, people are wondering why they're feeling like crap, or why they don't know why they have low energy. It's because you're putting crap fuel in your tank, and we're not going to do that. Look at this right here. How do you think we're making bacon? Okay, tempeh. This is fermented. This feeds this beneficial good, but there's a lot of different bacterias in your gut, okay? And so the variety here and the different things I'm going to teach you guys on Wednesday night are how we're going to keep that up. Beneficial bacteria that feeds your gut. You know what else is beneficial? Pineapple, okay? You could eat this right out of the bag frozen. You could make it into an ice cream, which I love to do. You can also put it into smoothies with the kale, and you're not even going to taste the kale, okay? And I'm not trying to diss kale. I like the way it tastes, but for some people, like myself in the beginning, I didn't want to do it. But then I learned how. Now I'm teaching people, because it's not hard to get healthy. Okay, we make it fun. I'm going to be making some tofu mayonnaise really quick in tomorrow night's class, and why we keep that on hand rather than buying that junk processed stuff that just lags you down. We're talking about feeding gut biome, and our gut biome doesn't like processed food. It likes stuff like this. This is the real MVP right here. That's it. Fiber is the real MVP. Say it with me now. Say, how many of you guys are getting that fiber? And how much fiber should we be getting in? Because everybody's so worried about protein, for goodness sakes. Stop with the protein and start worrying about where are you getting your fiber, because animals contain 0 fiber. Zero. Animals, meat, dairy, cheese, eggs, all that stuff, zero fiber. But this has fiber, lots of it. And this feeds your good gut bacteria. We don't, I mean, who wants to hang out in a desert? Do you guys want to hang out in a desert? Dead trees, nothing going on around there. It's kind of, I want to hang out in a rainforest where everything is green and glowing and beautiful butterflies all around because we're eating bananas. The potassium queen, this is great for feeding the greatest, a good gut bacteria in your body. This is the good bacteria getting fed when you eat bananas, and that's what makes you feel so good. So we're going to take these bananas and we're going to be making salted caramel ice cream tomorrow night. Hello, salted caramel ice cream, get me in there. Get me in there, because this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle, okay? And that's what we're teaching people at Plantspiration. We're not restricting. We're not cutting stuff out of our favorite foods or our favorite flavors. I know these plants look like they're not going to do something cool, but I'm going to show you what we're doing on Wednesday night. Okay, your membership includes all the classes every week. John and I are coming in here, plant-based nutrition experts, talking about the foods that actually prevent and reverse disease, the latest in evidence-based nutrition, okay? These people at Plantspiration, they're slaying it, okay? Because I'm teaching them how to make things simple for getting healthy, okay? More bananas. Do you see that over there? More bananas, because my gut loves to have this fiber in it, okay? Look at all these different fibers we have over here, all right? People search to the end of the earth for good gas stations and research cars and, you know, what's the best thing for this and that. Why don't you research the best thing for your gut? And it's this stuff right here, fiber, okay? All different kinds of fiber. Let's keep going here. What else do we have? Yeah, we're making delicious food in tomorrow night's class. BLTs, guilt-free BLTs. That's skillets. Let me tell you what, that's going to be amazing. We're going to do some oranges right here. Maybe we'll eat them. This is great fibers to be putting in your body, okay? Your body loves this stuff. That's how it heals, actually. So when our gut biome is a mess, okay, that's the leading cause of metabolic diseases. That's why people are sick, okay? Because they're not getting enough nutrition. They're lacking nutrition, getting all this animal-based products and all this processed foods in. So we teach people over here how to really keep it simple and still how to eat delicious stuff. My goodness, like the sandwiches we're about to make, okay? And I'm also gonna be showing how to turn it into a BLT pasta salad. There isn't anything that we can't do, and I can't wait to show you. These are great, you guys. These are great fibrous, variety, vitamin C. This is what your body craves, okay? It doesn't crave stress. That ruins the gut biome, okay? Lack of sleep, being angry, stuff like that. Nobody's feeling good with that. So when you eat like this, these beautiful, low-fat, whole food, plant-based foods, this is how you get feeling good in the hood. That's how I feel. These plants, they just make you feel so good. Blueberries, okay? These are the real MVP right here. Antioxidant superpowers. These get in you, and it makes you feel good, okay? It makes you feel good. No wonder I wasn't feeling good. No wonder. I mean, I look like I'm feeling good right here, but that was just alcohol, you guys, and it was tearing me up. I was chronically ill, okay? Diagnosed with high blood pressure from the age of 21. Nobody once asked me, not one doctor, not one dietitian, what was I eating? You know, how was my gut biome? What was the root cause of my disease? Well, guess what? It was the standard American diet. That's the root cause of my disease. And this is what we're doing. So please get into Plantspiration and let's crush chronic disease with microbiome magic. You learn so much over here because it makes sense. You know what I mean? If all these diets out there worked, we wouldn't have so many sick people. We wouldn't have a problem. Like I said, this isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle, evidence-based. We're going to be making a skillet with this, spinach-artichoke. I'm not messing around. Speaking of artichokes, these guys right here, these are great for the gut biome. I'm bringing in the top foods for the gut. And that's what I'm going to teach you tomorrow night. Look at this, low fat. We don't need any vegetable oil, for goodness sakes. Why take out all the fiber that our body wants? And then you're left with 100% fat. We don't do that. We use veggie broth, okay? Nice and easy without the diseasey. We're running low on salt, and I made sure to get some iodized because that's missing, by the way. We need iodine. So they put it into the salt a long time ago, and then they took it out, and all of a sudden thyroid problems started happening. And we've learned through evidence-based that when we get the iodine in, it's more healthy for our body. That's the kind of stuff you learn in class or that you pick up at Plantspiration, and how to cook and how to crush it. This is just one part of our lifestyle medicine program, learning how to eat on Wednesday nights. These babies right here, we're going to be making a skillet, and it's going to be great. Thank you, 8-Track Foods. We love your beans over here. We want to give them a shout out. We only had a couple cans in the store, so I had to get another brand. And you know what I thought? Let me get some other beans, because beans are the real powerhouse. More artichokes, more beans. Beans are for winners, you guys. And different beans and different varieties, this is how you slay it. I love these black-eyed peas and the music too, okay? Here we go, more black-eyed peas. These are great on potatoes. These are great to just throw in a salad, if you're gonna do anything like a salad, it better have a can of beans on it. I mean, seriously, feed the gut, okay? Fiber, get it in you. Look at this. Oh, this is getting... I'm about to lose it. I'm making a pasta salad tomorrow night, a BLT pasta salad. All right, you're not going to want to miss this. Okay. I also have some vanilla, because I'm going to be making way more ice cream, because it's delicious how we're living and eating over here, right here. And more artichokes, different cuts, different varieties. And this is my plan, you guys. My plan that I wake up every day is to say, I'm going to keep crushing it, okay? I'm going to keep getting a different variety, and I'm going to keep showing up to class on Wednesday night so I learn how to actually nourish to flourish. It's a nutrition education and cooking class on Wednesday night, and it's one part of the pillars of the Plantspiration approach. All right, one more bag, and I didn't see one person guess the grocery haul. I'll tell you what, it was the grocery haul with it all, and it wasn't as much as you think, but that's a lot of groceries, and I'm not done. Oh no, we've got potatoes in here, sweet potatoes. I'm just gonna heat these up in the microwave. You can actually turn this stuff into pudding, or you could just put maple syrup, cinnamon, you could put raisins on it. You could eat it for breakfast. You should be eating sweet potatoes every day, and get varieties. Get a different variety of stuff. That's more variety of fiber that gets into your gut. Good morning. It's so good to see everybody in here eating their plants off. This isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle. And this is where people are learning how to get it down. You guys, look at this. I am brave. Well, these were on sale, so I got more cherries, because I thought if this is the time of the year to get this fiber in, I'm doing it. This is the real MVP, eating fresh fruits when they're on sale and in season over here. I'm gonna put those on the chair, because I don't want them to go anywhere. I love food, you guys. We need food. That's why we have taste buds. Our eyes see color. That's why we want to see fruit. We were meant to eat a variety of foods and things and flavors, and we don't have to go out and hunt for it. We can just go into the grocery store and we can bring it home, okay? Pay attention to the stuff that gets picked off trees and our actual plants. That's the stuff you want to eat. Maybe I'll put this on a sandwich. Or maybe I'll have some avocado toast. We need some healthy fats in our life, so I'm bringing a couple of these home. Let's see what else I have here. And any questions? More potatoes, more mangoes, more onions. Oh, baby. And there's just more onions down here. But I just want to show you guys, this is so much food that we're going to be eating. And what a bunch of varieties of fiber. Whoa. That's all over the place. And of course, did I mention tempeh? We're going to be turning this into bacon, because bacon is actually what clogs arteries. Think about this. We grew up our whole life. Don't put the bacon grease down the artery. Don't put the bacon grease down the drain. Don't put the bacon grease down the drain. We grew up with that. But yet here we're putting it down our arteries. And people are wondering why we've got the leading cause of disease is heart disease. And it need not be. There's no money in getting people healthy, and that's why I'm so proud to be here, and I'm so proud to see everybody at Plantspiration slaying it, because this is what we need to see more of, is people getting healthy, okay? Not complaining about chronic disease when we actually have a solution. It's called lifestyle medicine, okay? Food, sleep, exercise, community, stress management, and reducing the things, getting rid of the stuff that actually takes you out, which is going to be eating animal. That's just evidence. It's not an opinion, you guys. It's science. I know, you're wondering why your doctor didn't tell you yet. That's okay, maybe he didn't learn. He should meet us at the International Conference of Nutrition and Medicine in August. Tell your doctor to go. He'll learn exactly why nutrition prevents and reverses disease. You know, I'm gonna say one more thing before I do this grocery haul. Somebody came back to me and said that their iron was borderline and a little low. And I said, what did your doctor recommend? And they said they didn't recommend anything. I mean, these are doctors. They have about 80 minutes, hour and a half of nutrition that goes into their practice, okay? They are taught how to prescribe pills. I'm not dissing doctors, they're great. We need them, but they just don't know the root cause of disease is actually what you bring home from the grocery store. So in order to increase your iron, I might as well let all the inquiring minds want to know, we want to make sure we eat lots of greens and beans and throw some vitamin C, some peppers and stuff like that in there so it absorbs, okay? And most of all, stop eating animals because that's not helping you. I'm saying it, okay? All right, the grocery haul. Let's see these guesses. Hey. And any questions, let me know. Wow, you are so close. Mary, Sandra, you are dollars away. So, you know what? Winner, no chicken for dinner. 265.86. Look at this haul. I mean, we are not messing around. Look at this. Look at this amount of food that you guys are going to get all that right in here. That's how I lost the weight. It wasn't by dieting. It was by actually eating more food. I hope you had a chance to listen to our latest podcast, Plantspiration Unplugged. John and I break down diet culture and how it almost killed me. It almost killed me on all these diets. That's why we're breaking it over here and we're teaching people how to actually eat their plants off, feed their gut biome, which is the engine to your body. You want to feel good mentally, physically, and spiritually? Get some fiber in your life, the real MVP. All right, you guys, any questions before I let you go? And I'm also going to let everybody else know out there at YouTube. If you're following me on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and thank you everybody for all of the comments, the like, the love. It's blowing up and we're so grateful because all the money that comes in from watching the YouTube goes right back into Plantspiration where we're helping people save more lives. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We're out here just trying to change the world one bite at a time for your health, the animals, and the planet. Yeah, loving this. Your body needs fuel to run. It really does. It really needs beautiful fuel to run. And if you want to be running great and you want to stay focused on what you're doing, we want to be eating foods that heal your guts, okay? And feed your mind, the great stuff. Any other questions? Yeah, wow, we need you to get eating your plants off over there. This is how we do it, you guys. This is how we save lives, by eating stuff like this, evidence-based fiber. You all set? I think you are. All right, you guys, keep eating your plants off. Don't forget to get into Plantspiration and learn how to actually get this down and turn it around. For your health, the animals, and the planets. We'll see you soon.